민족이 하나님의 족과 고향으로 완료되는 것입니다.
The topic of today's lecture is Strong Korea with a question.
We cannot have peace without paying the price. For Korea to have peace, it must prepare for war. A strong Korea that is able to defend itself. Tongil Group is leading the way. God's homeland, strong Korea. Tongil Group will lead the way forward. Despite being in his 90s, True Father fully invested himself this year in keeping with the teachings of true love. True Parents proclaim the conclusion and completion of the providence of restoration. The message of true love for God's liberation and humankind's salvation spread across the world from Korea. In setting the goals for the Tongil movement at the beginning of 2011, Tongil Foundation Chairman Kook Jin-moon emphasized the need to work toward a common purpose and challenge ourselves in new areas. He visited affiliated companies and providential organizations and asked each to establish a stable revenue structure for itself. We spent the year working together to establish the vision of the Tongil movement. Society's increased interest in our work led to a series of interviews of Chairman Kook Jin-moon by domestic and foreign journalists. These were opportunities to share with people of Korea factual information about Tongil Go and the changes in the group. Discussions with local government leaders often include a request for investments by Tongil Group. These serve to confirm our role in contributing to the development of communities around Korea. Discussions with members of the Blue House staff, as well as those responsible for national security and law and order, covered issues related to the future path of the country. These serve to elevate the status of the Unification Church, and the group is working for the development of Korea as a whole. The flame of unification movement in Southeast Asia burned more brightly last year. Our chairman's visit to Malaysia was a precious opportunity to convey true love to members there on behalf of True Parents. Most important, the declaration that True Parents are the Savior and Messiah was made in the Islamic realm. Let's make Korea a small but strong country. In 2011, we conveyed hope for a strong Korea. China is building up its military, and North Korea has a strong military. Meanwhile, if war breaks out on the Korean Peninsula, it is difficult to expect the U.S. to intervene. Only by making ourselves strong can we maintain the peace we have today. Chairman Kook Jin-moon spoke more than 40 times around the nation during the year, including the Symposium on Northeast Asia Security, to educate and enlighten people on the importance of a strong Korea capable of defending itself militarily. The future of a strong Korea created by the Korean people, chosen to be the third Israel. People were given hope that Korea can become strong like Israel. Substantial preparations were also made to deal with the danger. There was the acquisition of Shinjong Development Company, a manufacturer of armored vehicles and other military specialty vehicles. The signal flare went up announcing the entry of the Tongil Group into the defense industry as a way of contributing to creating a strong Korea able to defend itself.
하나된 한국, 원 코리아는 우리 민족의 간절한 소원이죠.
Efforts continued to hasten the arrival of an era of unification.
I hereby declare the opening of the One Korea 2011 in Japan.
One Korea Cup 2011 soccer tournament was held under True Parents' philosophy to realize world peace through soccer. It was more than sufficient to form a foundation of harmony for the Korean people. International President Reverend Myung Jin-moon visited North Korea to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the historical meeting between True Parents and President Kim Il-sung. Reverend Myung Jin-moon met with Kim Yong-nam, chairman of the Presidium of the Supreme People's Assembly, and reaffirmed the implementation of the 10-item peace negotiation document, and visited True Parents' birthplace at Pyeongan-bukdo, Jeongju-gun, Dokkan-myeon, Sangsori, 2,221 for a very meaningful experience. In 2011, Tongil Movement worked both to build up Korea's national defensibility and increase communication so as to prepare for a united Korea in the future. Strong Korea, strong Tongil grew.
강한 국가 있어야지 강한 통일 기회는 계속 발전하고 세계적으로 나타나고 나갈 수 있지.
The abilities of the unification movement were focused on building a strong Korea and strong Tongil group. New management systems, innovative foundations, and stable profit-generating infrastructures were established in 2011. After half a century, True Parents' interest in the oceans bore fruit. There was the launching of Cheonghwa-jung, Cheonjung No. 1, a boat personally designed by True Parent. For the first time in Korea, a cruising yacht sailed off the coast of Yeosu. Tongil Group will open a new era of maritime leisure in Korea. This year with the Yeosu exhibition will mark an important turning point in the maritime leisure industry. The hotel and golf course scheduled to open soon will link up with the already successful The Ocean Resort. The Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang are another opportunity. The Yeongpyeong Resort, with its role in the Winter Olympics, will rise as an internationally known center for winter sports. Yeongpyeong's value will rise even higher when Korea's KTX's high-speed rail system and other transportation facilities are expanded to reduce the travel time from Seoul to about an hour. Steady efforts for restructuring and change have produced improvements in the Tongil Group, with almost all companies are recording operating profit. Group sales totaled 650 billion won, an increase of 17% over the previous year. The Seagate Times recorded a profit for the first time in its history. It's difficult for newspapers to make a profit these days. The Seagate Times, though, managed to achieve an operating profit of 900 million won on sales of 30.6 billion won, drawing much interest not only from within the group, but also from the newspaper industry as a whole. Ilhwa, which marked its 40th anniversary in 2011, declared a new era of dramatic growth. Aggressive marketing in other countries and sports marketing bore fruit in Ilhwa. It was also awarded in 2011 by the mayor of Seoul for its contributions to society. And on December 15, Ilhwa broke ground on the construction of a new factory in Chuncheon. Ilhwa plans to strengthen its competitiveness by relocating its ginseng product and pharmaceutical production facilities to the new factory so as to go beyond 40 years and continue its journey toward 400 years. Songnam Ilhwa won the FA Cup Championship, qualifying to play in the 2012 AFC Championship. Activities of providential organizations were also fruitful and contributed to a foundation to become self-sustaining. The Autumn Workshop and One Heart Sports Festival gathered together for the first time in our history the employees and staff of all affiliated companies and organizations to share information on our accomplishments and reaffirm our determination to build Cheonil-gu. It was a time to bring harmony for the realization of a strong Tongil group. Construction was completed on Jeonju Church, Yeongdongpo Church, Hwasong Yamok Church, and the Sun Moon Education Foundation's Sun Tower building. Churches around Korea are taking on new appearances. The fourth leg of the Little Angels World Tour, to countries that provided medical support, was a great success. As with the three legs in 2010 that covered the 16 countries that sent troops to the Korean War. Performances by the Little Angels show the world that Korea is grateful. Universal Ballet also launched a world tour in 2011. As with the Little Angels, Universal Ballet's performances in 40 countries over 3 years ending in 2013 served to elevate the status of Korea and the Unification Church in the world. The Unification Movement practices true love. A miraculous accomplishment by the Unification Movement. The contribution of relief funds and goods by True Parents and the group following the earthquake disaster in Japan held special meaning. For the first time, the Unification Movement in Korea was able to help Japan. Until now, we in Korea relied a great deal on the jungsong of Japanese members. Now that we are becoming financially self-sufficient, we are able to share those results with members in Japan. Our chairman visited Japan over 20 times during the year, including a visit to console earthquake victims. He spoke to emphasize a strong Korea and Japan would bring peace to Asia, and we worked toward the goal of having the two countries form a security alliance. The consolidation of churches was the main reason Korea became able to help Japan. Larger congregations gather to offer services now. The growth of the Korean church resulting from consolidation was confirmed during our chairman's visits during 2011 to all church regions around Korea for the purpose of delivering the Strong Korea Lecture. 2011 marked the 50th year since the first blessing marriages, allowing us to inherit the true love of God and true parents. The entire unification movement celebrated the golden wedding anniversary of 36 couples. The Hanam International Training Center contains many memories of time spent with true parents. It was particularly moving that meetings with senior couples could be held in this historic place. Most of all, Tongil last year came a step closer to the ideal of practicing true love to overcome the walls and conflicts among religions. The Cheongbok Festival, which celebrates true parents' birthday and New Year, was a tremendous event for creating world peace with religious harmony and reconciliation. True Parents invited 172 religious leaders to Korea. These religious leaders took part in the registration and established ties with 172 Korean clans by receiving Korean surnames. This was so they could register to Korea, God's homeland. This was followed by the unveiling of the statues and symbols representing the four major religions. True Parents' interreligious and interdenominational ideal of peace appeared in substantial form in the harmony among Christianity, Buddhism, Confucianism, and Islam. In other countries, too, the unification movement won numerous victories. The Taiwan Unification Church was awarded the Executive Yuan Achievement Award from the government of Taiwan. In Nepal, the original Divine Principle was broadcast through a government-operated television channel. It was a year of a series of surprising advances in God's providence. In many places around the world, the Unification Church is overcoming difficulties to build world peace. Young new members of the Unification Movement will soon take their places to fulfill their calling. The group held a job fair last year to hire new employees who will help to improve our future abilities. Motivated personnel will open a new tomorrow for the Unification Movement. In 2012, the environment may be more difficult than any other year, but we will continue to change and innovate so as to increase the value of Tongil Group. We will increase profitability and continue to grow. Focus resources on managing risk so as to make 2012 a year of great inspiration. A strong Tongil Group will build a strong Korea. In this year of the Dragon, the Unification Movement will leap forward with a dragon spirit. We begin 2012 filled with energy centered on true parents to establish our dream.